G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripper week. What do we got going on in this video? First up, we've got Bike Talk with Tony and his 2019 Harley Davidson FXDRS. Of course, we check out what Nay's up to in the woodshop. I go through my list for shit to get done in 2021. Good old bush Chook Credits. Full Pelt Pete drops in. We've got a mailbag time. And oh my lord, bloody motorcycle dramas everywhere. Just crazy. And we've got BB news and shit. Rightio, let's get into the old bike talk. Rightio guys, bike talk. We're doing bike talk. It's a new format for Man Cave Tuesday. Someone comes over with their bike and we ask them a few questions about it. Quick and simple. We'll still do the bike talk extended ones where they'll be their own video. Now, we've got Tony. Tony's a Bendigo bloke. He's also a crew member, 50 years of age. Let's check out his bike. Rightio guys, this is Tony.
How you going?
Right, Tony, first question is, what model year, what is this motorbike?
It's a Harley Davidson FXDRS 2019.
And you were saying that it's a 114, but it's actually a 120.
Yeah, it's
128.
Yeah, 114 standard, but this has got a 128 kit in it, so it's it
Gives
goes
a
a lot
bit more,
better. And a few other things done.
Yeah. All right. So the next question I've got is, how long have you had this bike?
I've had it roughly a year and a half now, and yeah.
Oh, so you were saying too that it was a demo bike, so it already had 7,000 on it.
Yeah, demo from Geelong Harley.
And how many Ks you got on it now?
20,000.
20,000, eh? Oh yeah, he says with a smile on his face. So why did you choose this bike over, I don't know, some other bloody cruiser?
I like the looks of it in this sort of style, but standard they have few ugly bits on them.
Oh, because there was an ugly bit
big
there.
ugly mud guard, and the handlebars are clip-ons, so they actually come off here. So you have to lean over and you get a sore back in half an hour riding them.
Right.
But yeah, got a couple
that's
other things.
Definitely, that looks really good. I like
it's kind
that.
of more like dirt bike handlebars.
Yeah, well, you like it. Tony is a dirt bike rider, pretty good dirt bike rider. He also say I'm a bushwhacker, but
I'm okay.
Yeah. All right, next question. What tyres are you running? It's not really relevant because it's not an off-roader, but I mean, it's still
traction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Both the Michelins. They're actually the standard HD ones at the moment.
Yeah, so they've got the Harley logo stamped.
Yeah, cut in them.
Yeah, that's bloody crazy.
Yeah, they grip pretty good.
Yep.
Yep,
sweet. Righto, got a YouTube channel you want to do a shout out to?
Every single Sunday is a really good dirt bike one, like for crazy mountain tracks and just crazy off-road stuff.
And they're over in America, aren't they? Yeah. And they're every Sunday doing rides out there.
Yeah, like we'd all like to be.
Yeah, exactly. They either don't have misses or really understanding ones. All right, we've got one more. So a trip that you've done on a motorbike, doesn't have to be this one.
Yep.
A trip that you've done on the motorbike that's a bit of a standout.
Yeah, Lake Mountain dirt bike one, just up above King Lake. It was just snowing in the gutters as we were going up there, and it was really hard to sleep because it was freezing.
Yeah,
because we camped in tents.
Yeah, right.
And it was my first trip up there the first time, and it was freezing. Next time I learnt, take a stretcher and rubber camping mat underneath it.
So was it a standout because you froze, or was it a standout because of the riding?
Crazy riding. I got bit by a leech on the back of my neck. Didn't realise I was back at camp drinking, and a leech is wiggling around on my neck, and I grabbed it and ripped her off. And,
Jesus.
But yeah, crazy ride.
Crazy. All right, there you go. That's all the bloody questions. We'll watch. No, heck, gloves.
Oh yeah.
This is an extended thing. We've got some gloves here. You're bloody showing me these. These are Odin gloves
from Canada.
Yeah, all right, from Canada. But the fancy, and they're magnetic too, aren't they?
Yeah, magnetic in there.
But the crazy thing
is you can pop your fingers out to change a phone, or answer it or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they seal back up straight away.
Bloody brilliant. Hey, crazy. Righto, now we'll watch Tony start this bike up and head on out of here. It's a bit slippery. Oh, me lord. Holy shit. Wow. Thanks heaps, man.
No worries.
Let's watch him go. Holy dooly. So he knows that lady walking, that was Nelly. Oh, he's coming back. Let's see what Nay's up to. It's now 12:56 after midnight.
So yeah, it's all moving freely now. Oh, hello. You cheeky bastard.
Hey, this is a new little bloody, what is it? The Underwood.
It's my new computer.
Yeah.
State of the art.
So Nay picked that. You got that for $99 off eBay.
Yep. And it's beautiful.
And you got it from Elmore.
Yes.
What did the guy say? Where was it from?
It was from, I actually wrote it down. Oh, did I write it down? Parsons General Store.
In Elmore. So they used to do invoices and stuff on it or something? I think.
Yeah, like, because Parsons started in like the early 1900s.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you've got well, she's found a part number, like it was all stiff, things weren't moving. The old WD-40, eh?
Magic.
Magic stuff.
It's all moving.
And look at that, it's all moving now. Bloody
Lovely.
brilliant. But it's not moving as you do the thing, so I've got to figure that out.
Yeah, and this part came off from underneath, which could be what's supposed to make it move, but we'll get to that bit.
So she's found something that has on the computer to do with the models and bloody bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I can't see that, but anyway. Yeah. So there you go. That's what Nay's up to. 101 projects.
Yeah. You wouldn't have me any other way, and if you...
Absolutely not, baby.
What can you do?
And of course, the dog could give a rat's bum. What are you doing? Hello.
Except when you blow your nose.
Yeah. Hello, little puppy. You little snoozy bear. Aren't you? Righto.
See ya.
See ya. Rightio, guys. Tonight is the night where I organise all my bloody lists for 2021. It's a bit late, but hey, better late than not. So I'm going to have to... So this was the videos and rides for 2020. We've got to get rid of this. There's our shit to get done, and that's the list that we want to organise for 2021. Cool. So we have the Kawasaki KLR 650. That's going to come into that whole list. We've got the DRZ 400. We need to remove that from here. Cut him off like that. So then we can get ourselves a fresh sheet to start riding on. And what will I do? I will... Hang on. Righto, so the fancy drawing is done. Go down. It's got to come off. Rightio, so Kawasaki KLR 650 Matt's bike is still on the go. We're hopefully getting to the end of Chappie's bike. The old DRZ 400, the Simpson Desert Weapon. And we've now got a clean spot for maybe a project bike, but let's get our list going and we'll see where we go. Now, actually guys, before we start doing that list, this bloody hammer that Adrian got me, made and then gave to me, come down here, I've got a bloody spot for it. Boom, right on there, I reckon is going to be the deal. Whoops, Jesus. Oh, didn't think it through. Oh no, can I live with it? I can't live with that. What have I done? What have I done? That does not, oh, hang on. Boom, down. Nobody will be able to steal it quickly. I know that I've got to lift up and out. Boom. Done. Yeah, look at that. That works. Rightio, guys. This is most probably the worst time of the year to be doing this type of thing. It's cold, the days are short, and the thought of putting down, writing out what I'm going to do, I'm not going to get anything done because days are short, it's bloody cold. Anyway, made myself a nice hot bloody cup of coffee. So, that one can go. That is old news. Missed. So we've got shit to get done from 2020. There's going to be some stuff on here that we've got to transfer over to there. There might be some stuff that we go, well, just get rid of that for now. And then we've got to add on all the new stuff. Alrighty, guys, let me get this into frame for you guys. Hopefully I can do some wizardry and spin this around. You ready? Here we go. Boom. Hopefully that's working for you. Right, so on here we've got garage wiring temporary. So it's temporary wired, but I do want to do some extra stuff, more permanent. It's permanent. Just write garage wiring. Garage wiring, semi-permanent. Cool, get rid of that. Now, garage bench, drawers and shelves. I've done some, but I've got to re-add that onto here. Cool. Outside sink. I'm just going to cross that off. I don't want to add that one onto there. It'll eventually get done, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm living without it. Now, something here. Look at this. House paint outside. Now, granted, Matt did that, but it is now done. Frame house windows, so that's outside the front. We've got to paint the aluminium frames white, put in a fake like sash window type thing, and then frame. If I was just to show you, so our windows out the front are currently just aluminium like that. These parts are, you know, got the fly wire on it. What we want to do is frame the outside, and that's in that, what do you call it, the craftsman style. So it'll get a thick pieces all the way around it, down the bottom like that. And then we're going to put some fake stuff, stick some stuff onto the window. You can get stickers, but we're going to do it in wood because we've done it in the house, where we'll do, it might be something like that, or there might be some extras, but that's the whole, just to dress it up, make it, you know, more storybook looking windows, if you know what I mean. Right, okay, so get rid of that. Rebuild shack. I never did that. Got to get off my ass and get that done. Oh, and I did get a start on it. Trailer revamp, well, that got done. it wasn't to the point that I thought I was going to do it, but it did get redone, so that's gone. Now, back of garage roof. And if you remember that, guys, so we've got our garage off the front. I have a roof, bloody type system, and on the back side over here, there's a little bloody roof over there, and on the other side over the roller door, we've got another one of these. Well, on the back, I want to do the same thing. And then we've got our fence here. So I want to get that done, and that's going to be the whole length of the back of the shed. And sorry, if you remember, I've got that concrete slab that came out. So everywhere else, there's a lip. And I had some problems with the water coming down and hitting that, and that's why I wanted to get this done. I've actually since sealed it with that, what is it, the bitumen paint. It's now fully sealed. I've done quite a few coats on it, and it's fully sealed it now. Oh, and I've got silicone on the inside and whatever. I'll fix the problem, but I still want to get that because it's going to be a great spot to, you know, put bits and pieces in there under the cover. Right, get rid of that. And so then we had the possible for 2021. We want to get that side fence done. That side fence is going to fall down before too long. So, oh, come on, Mark, what are you doing? All right, side fence, replace, done. Lean-to from garage to fence. Lean-to from garage, hang on. Well, the lean-to from garage to fence, that's the same as putting the thing back of garage roof. I don't know, oh, whatever. House window canopies, I'm not even, so the house window canopies takes us back to this, and that's where basically something like this, but we're going to do that, a canopy will go over one of those, similar to what I've done in the backyard, but a nicer version of it, if you know what I mean, because out the front's Nays area and it's supposed to be nice and pretty and cottagey and all that kind of stuff, whereas out the backyard, that's my rustic Mark's, you know, magical playground. Okay, so cool. I'm not worrying about those at the moment for this year. So that's it. Boom. Right, now let's see if I can remember everything. So what I want to do is I want to create a pelmet. I'm going to call it a pelmet, P-E-L, pelmet. I know what I'm writing. So pelmet, the thing that goes over there, pelmet, I don't know, pelmet over workbench. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, can you see that? So when I'm always, can you, the lights, see the lights along there, and you get that fuzziness going on? I can't have that camera down low and looking up and then having a fair amount of gap in between me because of those lights. So while you're in here, it's not a problem until you get about there and you're looking up. But I mean, it's only a problem for the camera. So I've got to create, oh, I had something in here. I've got to put something that'll block that out, but still create, I was mucking around with Nay, so I just got to get some wood to put all the way along there, and it's purely for you guys with the video thing. Let me just drop it back down now. Better. But see how I'm close, and I've got to be, whatever. I'm going to draw a line down the bottom of here. So we're talking about the bikes. So I've got to write down KLR 650. Got to get it done. So we've got the doohickey to check. We've got to paint the bike. Who knows what else? I think there's bloody some blinkers and bits and pieces down there. Oh, bloody, because Rob gave us the stuff for the doohickey. I bought the tool because he'd buggered up his one. Oh, there's some bits and pieces. And he's given us his manual. So, and it's been ages, and I'm thinking, Obviously he doesn't need these things back, but I've got his bloody, Rob, I've got your manual. Hopefully you're not wanting to do anything to your bike, man. So I need to get that sorted so I can send all this stuff back to Rob, because he was a bloody top bloke for sending it to me, and here I am just fucking we're sitting on our asses. So there's that. Simpson Desert Weapon, the DR6, oh dear, the DR400E. Let me, like I've always said, I'm not so much into the models and brands and stuff of motorcycles. I just like motorcycles in general. I don't have that eye for picking things. That doesn't spin my wheels. And people would write, you know, what they're riding, like when you're doing the, what do you call it, the local, you know, the tag-along rides and all that, and they fill out the form. And I always wondered why they bother putting, it's a DRZ 400, but they put DRZ 400E. And I'm thinking, why bother about putting the bloody E on there? But I understand it now, because there's a lot, in America, I think it's most probably more prevalent, possibly. You know, the DRZ 400S, and that's the super motard. The E is the off-road. Ding, ding, ding. Anyway, just sharing that shit with you. All right, so those two bikes we're going to get done, and I am now going to write down, because it's only July, Mark. The days are going to get longer. It's going to warm up. You're going to be outside more, and you're going to get a lot of shit done, because that's what I do. So I'm going to write down new project bike. Boom. If you can't see that, there it is. There, done. You've seen it. I said it. Now I've got to bloody do it. Come up with the money to do it. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. I want it to be an off-road bike. I don't want it to be a road bike, turning it like the CB250. I want to get a bike that is designed for off-road, and I want to adventurize it, basically, is what I want to do. Now, I don't know what bike I'm going to get. As per usual, it'll be just what shows up and is at the right price, correct amount of money in my pocket, and I could buy it, and then I'll go from there. So that's what, hopefully, by the end of this year, I will have so I don't have to get the bike and get it done by the end of the year. I've just got to get the bike before the end of the year to then make a start on it. And I'll obviously have those other two bikes out of here. We've got to finish off the lounge room ceiling. I'm going to put that down. Lounge ceiling, most of you guys don't really give a shit about the stuff in the house. So at the moment, Matt actually came over and did some gapping and stuff. Nate's been doing a little bit of it. I've done some of it. So we want to finish off all that gapping, get the bloody thing painted, lounge ceiling, and so where Nate put all that, the shiplap on, the windows, the doors, just got to get it done. Even if Nate doesn't get a door, there's no reason why we can't. She keeps saying that she doesn't want to trim it because if it gets a different door that doesn't fit and we're going to make adjustments, blah, blah, blah. 2 years down the track, we'll be still sitting in there. I've got to keep her. I love starting a job and completing the job. And as I've said before, guys, when I complete a job, it's when all the tools are packed up and all the shit is clean. That's when I say a job's done. Nate doesn't work that way, and that's why we work well together. We're a bit yin and yang in that type of stuff. So I try and, yeah, she's got quite a few projects on the go, and yeah, anyway, shut up, Mark. Right, sorry guys, I had to stop there for a minute to grab a whole lot of stuff. So, to add to this list, we've got Jeep radiator hoses. Boom, there they are. Got to get that done. Now, these things here, this is for Max, the DR650. They are braided hose lines. Didn't need them. I'm just spending some money on Max because he deserves it. So, braided hose lines. Okay, moving right along. We've got two boxes. These are the things that I use for the Geo stashes. So I paint these black, a special book goes in there and a pen and bits and pieces. They are watertight because they're out in the elements. So 2 of those have got to get done, and I want to get these 2 have got to go out this year. So I'm going to write, so I've put down Geo stash boxes, so I've got to get them ready to go. And then I've also listed there 2 Geo stashes, and one is drop bears and the other is fire tower. These are, or I know where these, well, the vicinity of where they're going. I've got to find an actual location within that vicinity to put them out. So I want those 2 to go out this year. Why does my brain stop? Johnny, or Jarl. Johnny, anyway, Johnny, on that wicked bloody KTM that he's got with that big tower thing. He was saying when he was on the Bendigo local ride that he's been teeing up that he's going to try and do all the Geo stashes that are current. And how many is there? There's quite a few. It's going to be an effort, but he wants to do it in one day. So you better hurry up, because this is going to add a whole lot more time for you to be actually able to do that. So yeah, Johnny's going to, he's working out exactly where they all are and working out a route. And it's a long way. Like the very furthest is in New South Wales, out on bloody Carnage Road. That's between Pooncarie and Ivanhoe. So that'll be a fair effort if he can get that done. Right, another thing for Max. So I want to change on the, he's got LED lights on the back. He doesn't have them on the front. And the reason why he doesn't have them on the front, because I have that flasher relay, if you remember, whatever. I have to put this diode. So this is Aussie Bob made up this diode. So I'm going to put the LEDs on the front and put this diode. So I'm going to write down Max diode and LED blinkers. Right, that goes back down here. It's my little spot down there for each of the bikes that we've bloody got stuff going for. Another thing I want to do, Bob, if you're watching this, it's in my head. I'd love it to get you to come up here one day and get you to show, we'll film this, to make these diodes. It's obviously very simple, but I think if you came up here, you and me, we could go to JCar, go and source out what the thing is, get the product code so that the guys, anybody, anywhere, can go to their local electrical shop, find that diode and then make this up, because it's only just bits of wire and a diode in there or 2, I don't know, whatever. So that when I do that for Max, people can go, fuck, is that all we got to do? Cool. I can go and buy that diode for a couple of bucks and make that up. Give me a yell, Bob, or I'll give you a yell. So yeah, I've got to do, so that Max diode, I'm going to put Bob in there. I'll just put Aussie Bob, exclamation mark. We'll know what that means. I think people would be interested in that, and it's a good service to you guys. Right, now I've got all this stuff here. This is a Ryobi box. What came in it? Polishing. Oh, so that's the Dremel, the Ryobi rotary tool. So it's got these great little pockets there. What I want to do is cut this out and then create something in there that will house. So I've got a riv nut tool, which is bloody a brilliant tool. I'd like to be able to get this in here along with this stupid bloody, this has got screws and bloody, you know, for putting into brick walls and stuff like that. But in the inside, there's crap, but it's just my rivet gun with all the different rivets. And It never goes back the way it's supposed to go back. And it actually worked this time. So yeah, I want to do that. Obviously I'll film doing that kind of stuff. So that's another job. So we're going to call that the rivet case. Cool. Right, another thing while we're on the bloody thing of, this is my Dremel bits and bobs. So that's for all, obviously for the rotary, that rotary tool that holds all that kind of stuff. Just for a bit of shits and giggles, bit of fun. I just want to do something with this case just to make it. This used to actually hold all those bloody, Allen keys on a socket type of bloody thing. They all lived in there. But of course, I've got them living over there in a perfect little spot. So I just want to do, I don't know, make something, just be creative. So I'll call that, now I'll put that over here. I shouldn't be calling it the Dremel, the rotary. It's got to be the rotary tool case. Cool. Another job. Right. Oh, I'm still trying. I'm sure there's hundreds of bloody things. There is one thing I want to do. That is the camera that you're sitting in. It's on a tripod. There's a light directly there. It's on a tripod. The problem with a tripod is that obviously my fingers, as you can see my fingers, it sits like that. So it takes up a lot of floor space. And when I'm in a tight area and I'm putting, you've got to jiggle around things without knocking it and stuff like that. Josh and Nat from MVDBR YouTube channel, he had an old walking crutches or something like that, and he made for his camera. It was really interesting the way he did it. So he had an up point, and then he had a point down the bottom where he could do it. So what I'm just going with that thought, I thought, well, that's really good because it's just a straight up and down, like with a small weighted bottom on it. So you can just move it around. It's just a pole like that instead of this big bloody thing like that getting in the way. So that's what I want to do, have a pole that's adjustable to go up and down, and then have a weight on the bottom, get some welding bloody skills in there or whatever to do that. And then I'd also like to have, see this bloody thing here? This is really good, that light up there. It has the magnifying glass on it. Use it all the time. But I reckon one of these, like a light stand that's a pole, but then it has an extension like that, where it can go up and down, it can go up like that, but instead of having a light on it, I can put the camera, so I can have the camera directly over, looking straight down on this desk instead of having to do angles. And I don't want to be hanging stuff down off the ceiling, because when I'm filming, like just before, back when I was doing up the thing, I don't want you to see camera stuff. I try and hide cameras and lights and whatever as much as I sometimes I bugger up and it's there and you just got to bloody deal with it. But I don't like you to see that, because I don't like seeing it in people's videos, because it breaks you out of that, there's film stuff there, that's right, I'm watching him film himself, you're not actually here with me, if you know what I mean. Yeah, cool. All right, so I want to put the pole, camera and light stands. Cool. Right, drink me last of me coffee. Doesn't take long to go cold out here. I don't have the heater going. Right, that's it. That's all I'm going to bloody bore you guys with now. I'll obviously be adding, there's going to be things I'm going to think of later, and we'll just add that to it. Righto. There we go, guys. That is the shit to get done for 2021. I've only got half a year to get all that done. And I've put this stuff down there because this is what I'm gunning for. I'm gunning for this. I'm not going, it doesn't really matter if I don't. I want to try to get all this off. Last year, obviously, I didn't get everything. I was a bit overzealous, but you know, you got to reach for the stars, don't you? But yeah, there you go. All right, I'm going to bed. What is it? It's after 1:30. Nothing unusual. Righto. See ya. Hey, Emu Export. Beer for Western Australia. Look at that. Bloody ripper. Cheers, guys. Hey, that's not a bad beer actually. I don't think I've ever had the old Emu Export. I reckon I could bloody drink that, no worries at all. Rightio, thanks heaps to all the awesome crew members out there. Good on yous. Rightio guys, it's not Pilot Pete anymore, is it?
Well,
People are starting to say Full Pelt Pete.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Full Pelt Pete has bloody rocked up. Got Chappie's Mary Valley dirt bike.
Riders.
Let's bloody have a look
Yeah,
at it.
it's pretty flashy.
Bloody.
I reckon it's really fast.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, look at that. They won't lose him in The Simpson wearing this bloody thing.
No way.
Although that's close to the sand colour, isn't it?
No. Yeah,
Righto,
big
so
shout out to Josh and Nat.
Cool. And this is a flying trip. This is why I'm being really quick because he's got to get going. A Screaming Demon pipe for the DR650.
Yeah.
So he's dropped it off and
Yep.
you'll obviously ride up at some stage.
Yeah.
And we'll do a video of installing
Yeah.
that on the bike.
Yep. Mark was really excited about this, so looking forward to putting that on the DR.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Back to the man cave. Rightio guys, it is mailbag time and we have 2 deliveries rock up. So I've got a little one and we've got a bloody big one there. Man, this thing is friggin' heavy. So we're going to start off with a small one. Now this has come directly from the place of purchase. I know that James has sent that to me. He is a DR650 rider and he's a crew rider as well. So he's winning on all points in my bloody book. So let's have a look at what he's sent me. Now I've already seen this. Shit, where did it go? It's a tiny little. Oh, I was going to say, I thought I bloody lost it. There it is there. So James actually texted me and said, Mark, I've sent you a little bloody present in the mail. Whack it in, Max, your DR650. So this is where it's come from. This is a place up in Townsville, fairly far north bloody Queensland. I don't know how to pronounce that, mikoonioz.com. And this thing is, I've brought it up, I need me bloody short lookers on. It's a jet, a pilot jet, so N151.067 Mikuni pilot jet non-bleed type. $9.95, pretty cheap part, brilliant. Now, let me give you a bit of a, we'll call it a backstory. So, I received this, and bloody James telling me about it, and my instant thought is, no. I don't want anything from Maccabi on Max. I don't want any engine parts. Max is perfect, works brilliantly, love it. I don't want to change anything in the engine, the carby, or the airbox. Anything outside of that, I don't really care. I can change bits and pieces. But, you know, in the infinite wisdom of Mr. Suzuki, he built the DR650 to be a dual purpose bike that will just go for bloody ever. Hence, they do. So, changing those bits, cutting holes in airboxes, jettings up and all that kind of bullshit, I just don't want that. I want a reliable bike that I can get on, go anywhere, and to this day, I have no reservations on jumping on Max and going across the Simpson Desert up the Cape York, do the Canning stock route at the drop of a hat. He will get me there, he will get me home. If I'm not going to get home, it'll be me, not the bike. Right, so I was a bit concerned. I'm thinking, So I've jumped on the website and I'll show it to you here. So there it is there. So some of you guys are going to be fully understanding. On the website it tells me nothing about it. It has this stuff about, you know, big spiel about people doing fake ones of their parts and even stamping on the fake ones, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't really tell me what it does. I'm presuming it's something to do with either being leaning or enriching or something like that. If I put this in, do I need to make modifications to the airbox or whatever? I don't know. So, James, thanks heaps, mate. Bloody ripper. I'm going to give you a call and ask you, what is this thing going to do for me? Guys, in the comments, tell me. A lot of you guys are going to know this. Let me know. But my first instinct is, no, I'm not putting this in my bike. The only reason I think I would do it is for the popping. So I've got that full stain tune from the header all the way through the muffler. And on heavy backing off, it will do those pops, you know, pop, 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 bang, boom, all that kind of stuff. If that would fix that, and I wouldn't have to do anything else and it still run the same, I'd most probably do that. But apart from that, those popping things, doesn't really worry me. But anyway, thanks again, James. Bloody awesome, mate. Wait to hear from me. Right, now, the big box, the big elephant in the room, here it is. What I'm going to do now is write the price of this. Right, got a pen here. So we have a dollar sign, and it is $1,869. So if you were to purchase what is in this thing, you'd have to pay $1,869 to get it. Now this is when being a YouTuber pays off. Now I get hit all the time for products. Back in the early days, I would accept the stuff, do videos, it would end up being shit. So all that work that I put into doing the video, it just went into the ether, disappeared. All that hard work gone. So I just stopped, absolutely stopped accepting, accepting stuff. Yes, obviously if I straight up go, oh yeah, I know that's a great product or whatever, no problems. But a lot of the stuff, it's obscure shit. Yeah, so anyway, this got contacted about this thing. I'm holding his out to see what it is. And I went, hell, I need one of these. I had something similar to this and it was a piece of junk. I'm going to do a review on this product and I'll show you the piece of junk, which cost me quite a lot of money. And I've also did my research, and there's a guy that he's a young fella and he's just switched on with solar and batteries. He pumps out videos and he'd done one on this. And I went, as soon as I saw that video, I then responded to the people that were offering this to me and I said, yes, please send it. I will definitely do a review on it. No problem. Let's just open it up.